Hello guys, welcome to my channel Techy Twins. Today in this video I'll be discussing with you the most used basic Selenium web browser commands. These are the basic browser commands which every Selenium tester should be well versed with. So let's take a quick start. Here the first method is get. This method is used to load the application URL in the current opened browser window. This method get accepts string as a parameter and returns nothing, where the string parameter is the URL of the application which we want to load in the browser. Browser can be any, as in Firefox browser, Chrome browser, Edge. We can use any browser here. In the example, you can see that I have used Firefox browser here. Webdriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver is the command to invoke Firefox browser. In the second statement, using driver object along with get method, we are trying to load Facebook application. Here we have passed the URL of Facebook as a string parameter. Now comes the second method, get title. This method is used to fetch the title of the application. This method accepts nothing as a parameter and returns string which is having the title of the application. So the output needs to be stored in a string value. In the first statement, we have initialized a variable title of string type, and using driver object along with get title, we are fetching the title of the application and storing it in the title variable. In the second statement, we are just printing the title of the page. Let's start with the third method. The third method is get current URL. This method is used to get the current URL of the application. It accepts nothing as a parameter and returns string which is having the URL of the application. So the output needs to be stored in a string value. Using driver object along with get current URL, I am trying to fetch the URL of the application and storing it in the current URL variable. In the second statement, I am just printing the current URL of the page. Now comes the fourth method, that is get page source. This method is used to get the source code of the page. This method also accepts nothing as a parameter and returns string which is having the source code of the page. So the output needs to be stored in a string value. In the first statement, I have initialized a variable page source of string type. Using driver object along with get page source method, I am trying to fetch the source code of the page and storing it in the page source variable. And in the second statement, I am just printing the source code of the page. Now comes the fifth method, close method. This method is used to close the current window of web browser, where currently WebDriver is focusing. This method accepts nothing as a parameter and returns nothing. If there is only one window open, then it will quit the browser. Now comes the sixth method, quit. This method is used to close all the windows opened by the WebDriver. Its syntax would be driver.quit. This method accepts nothing as a parameter and returns nothing. Suppose there are two Chrome sessions open, then it will close all the windows of the same session where currently the WebDriver is focusing. I have also shared with you guys the code snippet for practicing these basic web browser Selenium commands. So do practice them for better understanding. Hope this video of mine will make these commands easy to learn and understand. If you have any questions or comments, do write back in the comment section below, or you can also send an email at email ID given in the description below. So if you like it, do like, share and subscribe.